Greetings and salutations. Thank you for joining me. I'm Karen Rushmore, as always. And this is the session 11 of Prey. At some point, I hope to be joined by somebody in the peanut gallery. Unfortunately, they're not here right now. So we're probably going to talk about things for a little bit. And then, at some point I'll get into the game with or without them, and we can all just stare at loading screens for a while. I can't remember what I was doing last time. Also, what's really annoying is I know that any time that they decide to pop in, I'm not going to get an alert from Discord, and they're just going to say something and scare the bejesus out of me, and I'm already anxious about that. So ain't that fun, folks? I forgot to do a shout out. Oops, there we go. Just want to get this one out because I feel that this is the one that takes far too long to happen, but oh, there we go. It finally woke up. Silly bot. We got a bot on the Discord, so I think we're going to be getting rid of it at some point, but we have a bot for the moment, but it takes so long to respond to your actual go live, to it announcing that you've gone live, that it just kind of feels a bit like a moot point. So the Steam sale is on, for better or worse. Another Steam sale. I know that we just had one for the holiday season. Well, now we've got one for the Lunar New Year. I think they call it the Lunar New Year, although essentially it's the it's Lunar New Year sale. Although, it coincides with the Chinese New Year, but they try to denationalize them. And yeah, I'm probably not going to pick too much up. I probably spent far too much money. I did a quick count. I say a quick count. I looked at the numbers yesterday on Steam and GOG. And since so on Steam it's 840 games. And GOG is 240, or somewhere near like 240. Hey Saber, welcome in. So yeah, it's very easily plus 1,000 games. The other thing that is maybe I should not buy games is the fact that, if you do the math and look at the age of my Steam account is from 2007. There's 840 games on there. Plus 200 on games on GOG. You combine those two totals together, divided by the number of years my Steam account has been going, and it basically equates to 56 games a year, which if you divide that into months, it's something like 6.3 recurring games per month on average that I buy on Steam. The thing is, what's bad, and I feel really bad, or I don't really feel bad about it because it's one of them things. It's like video games. It's my vice. It's my main interest. So it's like these things are going to happen. But at the same token, it's like So like 6.3 games a month. And there was years where I didn't even have a computer. Between 2007 and now, there's been a couple of incidences where it's like my computer's broken. I've not had the money to replace it. Therefore, I was computerless for months at a time. Not entirely sure if it was a year, but it was certainly for a extended duration. I had no working computer. And off the back of that, I couldn't have been buying games in those periods. So I've had to make up the numbers at other periods. I was unemployed for like 2 years. So you can take 2 years straight out of that, which possibly takes a total closer to 60 a year. But yeah, with that, it's like I buy a lot of video games. Very rarely finish them. You know, it's only really since I started streaming that I've started finishing video games. Well, I think I've delayed the inevitable long enough. I think I'm just gonna have at it and load up the game. Although, actually, just thinking about it, I want to close up that. I want to close up that. I want to close up everything that's not really needed right now. So that goes, and that can go away. And can't close Steam, can't close Discord, can't close the game, can't close Streamlabs. Alright, there we go. Load. Was I on a Telescope exterior? Was I floating around in space again? Let me just double check something. Yeah, okay. At least the save file is from last week. It's like, I don't remember floating around in space. Or why I'm out in space. I can barely remember. There was some interesting revelations last week. So, right, let's remember where we're up to. We started off near my office. I remember because I loaded in and I could hear mumbling through the walls. I went in, I then went down to... Did I start near my office? Because I seem to recall going to my brother's suite. Oh no, did he want something? Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a typhoid outside who shot me and I just didn't hear it. And it was all like, well, I'm dead, gotta load. I give up. Loaded and just saved and quit. But yeah. I think my brother wanted something. And I went to go find it. That was it. He wanted the memory mappings or the neural mappings of a coral. So I recorded that and then took it back to his office. At which point he was like, ah. And then the army arrived, or the Marines, or whatever you want to call them. The mercenaries. To come secure the station. They're just adding to the body count, I feel. So they tried attacking me. I hid in the secret room as soon as, I died once. And then rather than dying twice, I hid in the secret room. For them to arrive. Took those out. And now I can't go anywhere while the mercenaries are on board. And so I had to go to get to their shuttle. But getting to their shuttle... Oh, that was it. The guy in my office wanted to have a word with me because he figured that there's a way of doing this non-lethally, and it's, oh, well, screw that. I'm just going to kill the guy. If I see him, I'll stun him if I have the weapon to do it. Yeah. But I need to track him down because he has the entire station on lockdown or something or other. The only hint that I've got is that he sent someone or thing to do the lockout, and I can locate them from outside of the station.
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. The thing is, it's like, goat... Shoot. Alright, suit repair kits, I use that. Health, use that. Slightly concerned, I'm down to 5 healing med packs. Shit. I've lost track of them.
Trouble with the locals?
Hey, hello, J Station. Hi, Ghost of Sunny. How goes it?
How's it going?
Terribly. I've just realised I'm down to 5 medkits.
Oof, you were on the 30s earlier at one point, right?
Yeah, but things have been going terribly for me.
Wow. Best thing to do is probably not get a hit.
Ghost of Sunny, could you just back of the head, just whap? Okay? That'd be doing me a massive favour and raise my morale no end.
So last I checked, you had a SWAT team of sorts has arrived with a bunch of robots.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Dahl ultimatum?
Dahl is a person, and they are using the people in cargo bay as sort of like,
oh yes.
Go here and save these people. And I'm sort of like, I don't negotiate, so I'm going straight after their tech guy.
You are not taking the bait.
No.
Those poor folks. Hey, Krifu.
I mean, they're gonna be blowing up with the station when I get my way anyway. Hi, Krifu. So
I do like you've stuck with that this entire adventure so far. So I'm gonna kill everyone anyway, so...
Well, it's just one of them where it's like, yes, I could go over there and I could save them, but it's gonna be awkward. Getting there, and it's playing to their tune, and I don't appreciate that.
It's fair enough. Getting the jump on this guy instead. If you're quick enough about it, you might still have another 10 minutes left.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this thing... I tried going straight there last time, and that's pretty much where
Oh, man. I was so glad that you pulled out the trank gun. I was watching the VOD, and you were running out of ammo, and you were like, I've got no ammo. I was like, the trank gun's good against operators! Come on!
Yeah, the main problem
Shouting at the VOD.
is I'm actually out of ammo for that now, as much as I'm,
Kept you going for a bit, though, thankfully.
Yeah, I did. But Disruptor Stun Gun, nothing. Glue
Literally
Cannon,
0.
227, although that's not lethal. 43 on the pistol. I pissed through that kind of ammo. Hunter's Boltcaster doesn't actually do anything, just a toy gun. And the shotgun for 21.
Yeah, it's pretty slim pickings. How are you doing for resources to make yourself some more? I mean, the ticking clock probably isn't the time to discuss this, is it, really?
I mean, I don't really care for the ticking clock. It's just killing the people in the cargo bay.
Ghost of Sunny said, avoiding saving people because getting there is awkward is very relatable.
It's not that it's just awkward. It's the fact that they, one, going to die anyway, and two, I'm being manipulated into trying to save them, and it's like, no, screw that guy. I'm not being manipulated into this. Of course, that also means that, screw them. I'm not being manipulated into this is sort of like a death sentence for them. But seriously, would you like to go in an explosion where the station is most likely going to be... This station will self-destruct in T-2 minutes. Or would you
traditional calm voice?
Or would you prefer to go out just... This is kind of dark, so, content warning. Content, is it...
Gruesomeness warning.
Yeah, if the atmosphere gets suffused with nitrogen, you don't actually notice you are running out of air. And you just suffocate without realizing you're suffocating. And then you're dead.
How delightful. You can't make me save them. You're not my mother.
Look, not even she can make me save them, so,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how awkward will you feel if it turns out you don't need to destroy the station?
Not awkward at all. Look, you can only make decisions based on the information that you have at hand.
That is very. Oh, what are they? Oh, they fighting one of the.
The machines are
typhoids.
fighting the typhoids.
Pretty useful.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, you've seen the VOD, so you probably saw the fight between the shit.
Uh-oh. I quite like their laser.
Yeah, I would love for me to get one of those.
I wonder if it's a Q-beam.
Probably is a Q-beam. Where's this tech officer?
Oh no! Wow, that was quick. Quicker than I expected.
Please do a playthrough based on what will be the least socially awkward thing.
How far back we going?
Basically to the start of the stream.
Oh. Well, I made it in time for the start of the stream. No.
It's auto-saved me.
Nice. I guess it's when those guys rocked up, maybe.
Yeah.
On the horizon.
Because the gun is dead.
Yeah. Oh, you've got quite a bit of resources.
I do have a fair bit of resources, although the main one is this minerals.
Is your storage maxed out?
Yeah. I got a whole number row.
Still pretty full, isn't it?
Yeah, although I am carrying around a spare glue, a spare wrench, a spare shotgun, a spare silenced pistol.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So they're just mulch, right?
So, if we sort this out for mulch, that can be mulch because I don't use them.
How certain are you that time isn't moving whilst you're doing this, by the way?
Why do I care? The timer is just for those saving those people in the cargo bay, which we have established I'm not doing because I don't negotiate with these people.
You might be able to do both.
That still sounds far too much like effort. So yeah, everything below that is...
That's not too bad.
Spare. And I've still got, because of these things stack, for the most part, it's not that bad anyway. The main problem to a certain degree is the fact that I'm running out of health.
That's the national policy. We don't negotiate with terrorists. It's far too much effort.
It's not like it's effort. It's more like it's, who are they to tell me what to do just because they threatened to kill some people?
Just because.
I
I
mean,
don't know them.
To be fair, if they... I'm a big proponent, and if you want to save somebody, start off by saving yourselves. There's nothing stopping all of those people in the cargo bay from getting out of there and doing something about this typhoid situation while they had the chance, but no, everybody is cowering under desks and dying and not helping. They could have helped.
How would you feel if you got like 2/3 of the way through this adventure, and then it just randomly everything gets solved, and you're like, oh yeah, it was William. He was over on the other side of the space station fixing everything.
I think the thing is, though, if you're going to have something like that, then you're going to end up with a narrative where that makes sense, not just you get halfway through the game and it's like, oh yeah, and Bob from accounting, he sorted it, so you're good.
Yeah. I'd actually really enjoy that as a plot point. I think I'd probably really engage with that.
The thing is, though, he killed work.
Maybe not more than once.
Sorry, I'm waiting the conversation. I'm carrying on the desk. And you stay there, Rotorotech. Don't worry, I got this all in hand. But if you start struggling to breathe, just don't come crying to me. Because as we've established, I'm a monster.
Karen plans on blowing up the desk, so it's fine. There they are.
There's something out there, alright?
You got an autosave, which is good.
Well, I just saved it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
was that proactive?
Yeah. Because what's really annoying is you don't really get a map. So I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going.
I quite like that, because the inside obviously is a bit easier to navigate. But I quite like that the outside is just... You've got to work out your way there. I think that's the whole point of this area, isn't it, really?
I mean, I wouldn't mind that so much if it wasn't for the fact that we literally live on the space station, but we don't know how to navigate around the outside of it.
Did you lose all the memories?
Yeah. Technically, I don't even realise that I've been to space.
Oh yeah, because we started off in the tower.
Yeah,
helicopter, yeah.
The hologram helicopter thing, and great big charade to try and convince me that I'm still on Earth, and it's a couple of days before getting to the space station.
I'm still hoping when this all ties up narratively at the end, we can still canon factor in the fact that you got killed by the helicopter blades. Oof. Nice.
There's no one. Oh shit! No, I'm fucked.
What is that?
There's a telepath.
Oh.
Morgan, you sighted. I repeat, Morgan, you sighted.
Where are they?
I have no idea. Wait.
Ooh. No.
Yeah, there's that thing.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Wait, so that's not a that's mechanical, right?
What? The
Was that mechanical? Was it a techno?
The blue one on the red one.
The one that was behind in the background. One that wasn't an operator.
That was a typhoid. The techno.
I keep wanting to say technophage, but it's not that at all, is it?
Yeah, and I want to say technophobe, but it's not that either. Technopath?
Technopath, yeah. Cameron's blowing up your cardboard box. Technopath. Think psychopaths, but with technological.
Well, I tried to go with telepath.
Yeah, that makes more sense than psychopath.
Yeah, just a little. There's only one psychopath around here, and that's me.
Only one psychopath that he can't remember his way. Everyone out of the streets. Morgan Woo's gone nuts. When I first watched the VOD, I had to go back because I thought the notification you got that there was a launch from your brother. I thought, I genuinely thought he said that the board had escaped using his personal escape pod and had just gotten off the station, rather than there was a launch coming here. I missed the first bit of the message, and I was like, someone's just wigged out on the escape pod that you were potentially planning to use if you were going down that route.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna die with the station. That's my plan.
I don't think Technopath and Psychopath are similar like that. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, they're not mutually exclusive, but they're probably not necessarily combined.
Go away. Shit.
Oh, much closer.
See, that's the annoying thing.
Oh no, that's... If you're not worried about time, can you take a much wider path?
Potentially.
Although I suppose you've still got time in terms of your oxygen, haven't you?
The thing is, I'm not. I turned off the oxygen one, so my oxygen is infinite.
Infinite. Okay. What was it like previously?
I don't know. No, I started off with infinite oxygen.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm kind of glad that you did that.
Yeah,
There's enough going on.
It's one of them where it's like when I started up, it was like statuses and.
I remember trying to convince you to do as many as possible, but the oxygen one is a good call, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, shit, something sees me. Nope. That stupid little robot sees me already.
Nice use of the terrain, though.
Yeah, but it's still getting around it. Is it? Oh no,
I think
it
might be
really
losing
is
a bit,
stupid. Oh, wait.
No. Oh, is that something else? Is this a really bad shot?
Oh, it's a really bad shot.
Oh, it's a really bad shot.
See,
Oh, jeez.
depending on the status of my suit, it just went from 11 minutes to 5.5 minutes to dead.
Right. So you suppose if it's very damaged, you're still going to get penalties, time penalties, because you're losing oxygen.
Yeah, if the suit gets damaged enough, but I've got enough suit repair kits to patch it up.
Is it worth bolstering your health a bit more to see if you can last a bit longer?
The problem is it's trying to last long enough to make a difference, as well as being able to take care of them. There's just so many of them. The pistol is not really all that great at killing these things.
No.
And you know, I think if I get spotted, I'm pretty much screwed.
I wonder if you went towards the definitely not a trap, there would be less patrols.
Yeah,
I wonder if the game has put more in your way to go this way, if that makes sense.
Possibly. But at the same token, it's walking into a trap, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just all going to be there at the end rather than spread out. Oh, some business going over there. Hull breach in cargo bay. Yeah, I do like the super calm voice in super stressful situations.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes to galactic wipeout.
How the hell did you see me?
These military grade ones, man.
You
Don't
are
mess about.
fucking bullshit.
See if you can. No, you're not gonna be able to lose them, are you?
Yeah, especially since it's bullshitting it. And why is this breaking instantly?
I was gonna say, yeah, is the laser doing that maybe?
I don't know.
Maybe we're not praying enough.
The thing is, it can just break when you're close to a technopath.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that's very true.
But I'm not seeing them anywhere, and the technopath and the absolute, you know, you've got a gun that is perfectly functional, and bang bang and oh, it's completely broken is just one of the most bullshitty of mechanics. Yeah, I could understand increased degradation of weapons, but it's all like the pistol for me is the only viable weapon out in the depths of space, and it's like bang bang, fuck it, it's broke. Alright, I fix it, bang bang, oh, it's fucking broke again.
So if it's not been clear already, these several runs, they are resistant to bullets.
Yes, and what other weapon would you recommend that I use?
I'm not saying there's a solution, I'm just saying that's the situation with them, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I'm well aware of the situation. I'm fucked. That's where we're at with the situation.
They are hackable. But I'm guessing you need a...
That will be...
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how you do it remotely.
Just 14 short neuromods away.
Well, there is the computers and robotic systems at lower levels. It's just... Without some of these things... Yeah, in theory, with enough, if I had 4 neuromods, I could put in remote manipulation, and then force robotic enemies to end hostilities and fight for you for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and hack it while they're doing that, maybe. Or glue them up and give them a hack. Because then they'd be fighting for you, and I guess, but obviously...
Well, yeah, I'd get them to shoot each other.
Yeah. That seems to be coming from them.
I mean, I don't...
And there's no, like, special ammo or anything in this, is there, to kind of get...
No.
Energy-themed bullets of some kind?
Not that I've come across. Right, suit's bleeding oxygen. And I'm several shades of fucked.
Is that an entrance into the base on you right there?
Hopefully.
Sweet. Oh, son of a bitch.
Commander Dahl, this is Casper. Morgan U sighted. I repeat, Morgan U sighted.
Oh, that's the one that... Oh, that's quite cool.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on a machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well
Hacking
done.
level 4.
The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the Arboretum. We have important work to do.
So is that all you had to do, is go and kill that Casper?
Yeah.
Ah, I thought you had to meet somebody or something. Have you saved if it's not auto-saved?
Right. I've saved. I managed to get here. Now all I need to do is get to the Arboretum. Although I'm just now...
Get Alex's Argon key. Alex is hiding until Dynatech officer is disabled.
So I still need to take out Dahl.
It seems that way. He did say he said he's ready though, right? So maybe not.
The thing is... I don't know.
Oh, you can subdue him without killing him. That's quite cool. You can cut the life support.
What? No, it's go to life support. The on-map life support.
Oh, is that where he is? I thought that was the option, was to subdue him without killing him. Hey, Lord of Misrule.
Hello. I'm getting very stressed out at this game.
We're in space, yet we can all hear him scream, sorry.
Oh, you can all hear me stream.
That's true. But at least that's an objective done.
Yeah, it's just now
187 meters to go.
do I go to Dahl Or do I? Well, it's pointing me to Dahl, and it's not pointing me, I don't think, to the Arboretum. Though, is the Arboretum don't go to... Yeah, the Arboretum's connected to the external.
Where's Dahl at?
Dahl is there. In life
Do you know
support.
I guess you know. Oh, life support. Where's life support in relation to?
Why? Why does it load up on this? Why do you think I'd want that? Life support. I need to enter back in either the cargo bay or the power plant, and then, I mean, I could go back in. You know, I can go enter anyway. Go to the lobby and then down to life support if I wanted.
Either way, yeah.
But that's the only thing that's flagging up, because the Arboretum isn't flagging up despite... Yes, show me the... Oh no, the map is actually now showing me that the Arboretum is open.
Multiple objectives, yeah. I'd say...
I think I want to take out Dahl anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. I was going to say, I think you don't need to, but it looks like, but...
Yeah.
If you want to go...
I don't need to, but I want to put a lot of lead into his brain.
Retros in space, no one can hear you rage quit.
Why the... So disorientated.
It'd be real nice if they were hanging out by a door. Maybe Dahl's by a window and you can just shoot the glass out.
Maybe my brother could just give me that arming key and I can make the place explode, How's that working out for you, brother?
I mean, he doesn't seem on board with that plan from what I've been able to find out.
Because
isn't the reason he's giving it to you because he thinks you no longer want to use it?
Sure.
He was like, I don't think you won't want to use it anymore, so I'll give it to you.
Yeah, once we've done
it.
his discussion thing, he's thinking I'm not going to want to blow up the place anymore.
Yeah.
He has a feeling that we have defenses in mind, that once we get it on the right neural synchronicity, whatever you want to call it, then he'll be able to turn around, and I have a feeling it's the other side of this bleeding...
Right around the cycle.
Yeah.
Looks it.
Something's targeting me.
It makes sense for dual objectives as well.
Shit.
Oh, there is the...
Technopath.
Yeah.
Run away! Very slowly!
He's very slowly getting away. So remember,
Didn't want to go here, didn't want to go here, didn't want to go here.
Back to its home nest. Have you got any more flashes when you've gone through some of this stuff, by the way? I remember you got like a weird flash when you went through one time.
I got one last week.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't sure if that was more like each time. It would have been quite a cool feature if each time you went through one you got like another little flashback. But I don't know what it actually relates to yet, so I guess that's being presumptuous. Just as a nice thing to have.
Okay, I think we managed to outrun the technopath.
Very wise to check. You got more than 100 health. Your suit's at 75. Not too shabby. What's your max at the moment?
200.
Oh, okay, so you got fairly low health then.
I mean, it's 50%. I wouldn't say it's terrible.
Yeah, I watch people play games and they're walking around with 50% health and two bullets in their clip, and I'm always like, what are you people doing? With one save file in the game.
The thing is, it depends on the nature of the game to a certain degree. You know, I tend to excessively reload, but there are one or two games that when you take the clip out,
You lose what's left in the clip.
You either lose what's left in the clip, or you actually just stuff it into your back pocket, and then, for fuck's sake.
Far away.
And then next time, you know, if you've got 4 clips, it's like you shoot 2 rounds of it, and then you stick it in your back pocket and put in a full clip. You shoot 2 rounds of it, you stick it in your back pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, you get back to the reloading the 5th time, and it's back to the first clip, and it's like, shoot. Right.
If that's the door, you could try and run it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Saving.
Go for maximum speed.
Just need to glue him a little bit, and then he'll drift off into the abyss.
It doesn't seem to have gone that way. There we go.
Bye. We're going in through the cargo bay. Power plant, not the cargo bay.
Nice.
Shit, it started firing,
Scored a hit. 2 hits. 3 hits.
Open the goddamn doors!
Yeah, you got this, Whew! Well done. Back on, I was gonna say terra firma. It's not quite that, is it?
I mean, I'm not really in a great position as it is, even though I'm back inside. Oh, I think I now recognize this place.
Is this where the poltergeist is? No, it's a different one. It's the
You say it's
heavy
a
works or whatever, isn't it?
door. Oh, there's a machine operator around.
Good to
Hello.
see you again, Dr. Yu.
Medical operator. Heal me.
Nothing. Superficial injuries. Nothing important that
You seem to have been shot by one of my brethren.
there. All better. You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
Yes, very good. Great service. Now just...
My mistake.
Don't you just wish that you could get a leash and just tie it around one of these little things and just drag them around after you?
In space, no one can smell if you soiled your pants. Apart from, I guess you'd be able to smell it quite badly in a contained suit.
I mean, to be fair, space actually just smells of arse. This is current technology levels, but the level of air recycling and the rest of it is not sufficient to completely remove the smell of arse. So if you think about the International Space Station,
the ISS.
the ISS, it is just one giant fart can.
They don't put that on the brochures. Do you know whereabouts they are? Are they just in a random place, or are they somewhere in the power plant?
No, they're not in the power plant. They're in the life support.
Oh, sorry, you said yeah. We're coming in via.
Yeah, we're coming in via the power plant. Do I have to go upstairs?
Phantoms are standard though, right?
Yeah, Phantoms are standard, but they're also still a pain in the ass. He's up over there anyway, somewhere, I think. I thought.
You can
I
hook up
can
using the glue
actually
gun.
use the map now.
Yes. Oh, there's a door you've not been in.
Although, is that because I don't have the key card for it? Because it's that door
maybe.
and it's locked. Hi.
Are they playing Phasmophobia? They're saying all the questions. I wonder if Starfinder almost come with soiled pants protection. I think they do. They must feature the maintenance, bodily maintenance.
I mean, so with how long you can survive inside your suit in Starfinder, you're actually probably looking more like the Dune still suit kind of level of tech, where basically everything is recycled through filtration systems within the suit. Not entirely sure how you're supposed to eat, but certainly drink is a major requirement if you're going to be sealed up in a spacesuit for
Days.
24 hours or a few days. It's like you need water.
It's extra propulsion, Retro Dead. Hey, Madcat.
Well,
Hey, Magcat.
how it goes?
I mean, terrible. Everything is terrible. Why am I on board this thing? Why haven't we blown it up yet? Why won't they just allow me to blow it up?
I like when you said, how's it going? The subtitles on screen came up saying, why am I losing my mind?
For an appointment?
Perfectly timed.
I need to go get. I need to get into life support, and I don't even know how to get up the stairs. Can I go through here? I need the other side of this door.
I reckon brandish a wrench and charge in.
The charge. This is what I'm looking for, J-Station. I don't know how to get up the stairs.
Let's see. Well, you got the glue gun, right?
Yeah, but that's tricky. I'm just scaling the wall while also trying to fend off from the phantom.
I mean, the idea of just getting the wrench and charging is always a good plan. You don't have to have any particular thing in mind. Just get a wrench and run around like an idiot going, ah!
'Cause this would usually be the stairs to up there.
That's how you approach most computers when we first started this game. Wrench first.
I mean, it's still a valid choice. A lot of the time. Oh my word, there's so many of them.
There's only 2, right?
That's so many of them to go around.
The Phantom of Dallas 1 is here. Hey, I'll control Scream!
Greetings and salutations, welcome in. Everything is terrible.
Everything is awesome. Could you climb on top of that and then climb
Yeah.
on top of the speaker?
I
a
think
good way in.
I might be able to. I might need...
Couple of glue guns will get you up there.
Yeah.
Oh. The IKEA method. Nice.
And up. Underneath this.
I'm loving the size of these speakers as well.
There we go. And then... over we go.
Ooh. Can you throw that? Have you got the strength to move those big ones now?
No.
Ah. We've yet to see one of those fly into a phantom and see what it does to them.
I mean, usually splat.
Sneaky, sneaky.
What you want to do is you want to try and shoot the furthest phantom, and then he'll, stay hidden, and he'll just think his mate's done it, and they'll start fighting each other.
We've talked about this before.
It's not generally how it works in this video game, I don't think.
So they didn't learn from the classics then.
I've been watching someone play Perfect Dark recently, and some of the lines that the guards and whatnot come out with when bullets fly by and when you engage with them. I don't believe it. Stuff like that. Oh, nice.
What are you worried about? That thing died really quick.
Yeah, because I took it by surprise. It's just the fact that, 17 or 28 rounds. And...
Have you quick saved, by the way, or saved? Because I've got a feeling you might just going to randomly run into this guy at some point. He seems like an ambusher.
which guy?
The guy you're going to kill?
Possible.
The hell?
I don't know.
Didn't like you taking the plant.
It's the most the most dramatic plant borrowing.
Going to pick this flower. Da 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 da.
Boss music kicking in. Dun, 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 dun. Will he collect a topiary? Find out next week.
Dragon Brawn range down fire but misses the Skyrim guard. Must have been the wind. Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Skyrim is one of my personal pet peeves for that kind of thing. Just because it... I appreciate that they had to keep the AI working, but I think it just really broke me for that game when I was sneaking around. I was high level sneak, high level archer. There's two guys on a door and I couldn't get a shot on one of them.
Sneaky archer build in Skyrim?
So I crouched down and shot one of them in the head. He keels over dead because that good of an archer, that good at stealth. His friend then goes running around like a maniac, nowhere where I could pick him off. About 5 minutes of absolutely going nuts at this. He comes back, he stands by the door, stands at ease and goes, must have been the wind. His dead mate is still lying there with an arrow in his noggin.
Well, you see, that's the thing. There was an archery contest somewhere else, and the wind picked an arrow and flinged it across, and it just so happened to it's well known in Skyrim.
It's just, that's where my suspension of disbelief just stops. It was like, no, I'm out. I can't.
I mean, it didn't stop at they have curved swords. Curved swords.
I have
Hitman?
no idea what you're referencing there with the curved sword. And what about Hitman? If they see a body...
Yeah, but the guards still go back and be like, oh, well, back to standing right here. Well, my guy,
Yeah.
where the guy just got, like,
after they
shot in
moved
the back of the
body.
head.
Yeah, they at least get rid of the body, and it's like, well, we've lost the guy. They don't blame it on the wind.
Yet. It wouldn't surprise me if there is at least one line somewhere hidden in the game that will come up in like a once in a million chance.
In the Arboretum. Hurry.
He's what in the Arboretum, sir?
He's in the Arboretum, and
They,
apparently I need to hurry there.
They censored a word.
Yeah.
Hey, Zeta Games!
Hey-oh.
Greetings and
Heyo.
salutation. I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah, it's usually my line.
Watch out for the technopath that will likely accompany this.
Yeah, they can get corrupted for other things. There's a Weaver, though.
Oh, I thought they were the same thing.
Go hug the Weaver.
Make me a blanket, Weaver. Do your duty. Oops. That is the weave, Creefu. That is the stuff that
The coral.
Oh, the coral, there we go. That they leave behind.
Or where they come from, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, shit.
That is a lot.
This is a terrible place to be.
Grenades? No grenades.
That's a bad grenade. Oh wait, I just remembered who threw it.
Yeah, me.
And back to
Hello.
peaceful, quiet land. Oh no.
Shit, get out of my way, you. Thank you.
Hey, you give it a hug!
Yeah, they leave behind these trails. When the game first started, there was like, I think you counted one a little way in, and then as go back to different places, more and more of these coral trails. Get some health.
As you can tell, it's going really well. I watched the Monster Hunter film today. I shouldn't have. It can't be as bad as Biggles.
Morgan, no. Oh man, you've got like 2 minutes to stop Dahl.
I mean,
Yeesh.
2 minutes at that point, but...
Can you book it?
I mean, potentially.
Still laughing about the Shadowrun video. It is quite underwater abyssal, especially with the way it looks as well, with it's floating in there.
Right, okay. This is
And it's
what
called coral,
It's Dahl.
and not the
no.
Arboretum. Hurry.
Walking Dead coral either.
Yellow! Coming through, don't mind me, don't mind me. Look, as much as I love you guys, I need you to go over there. Okay? Thanks.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Come on.
Can he get the new intergalactic record for the 70-meter sprint? Yes. Oh, back to the lobby.
Yeah, where it all
go to the
began. Well, no, it didn't really begin there.
Let's all go to the lobby.
10-star medical operators commit 0.0131 fewer surgical errors than something or other.
Per patient.
Can't decide which keyboard handbag to wear. I have too many. See, this is one of the things. It's like I cannot watch that level of terrible video.
I must list this. If there's a terrible video, I need to watch it.
So go
There
to
is a terrible
the
video.
Discord. By the way, anybody in the viewers not part of a Discord, we have a Discord where me, JStation64, Krifu, Banal, Retro Ted, and a bunch of other streamers hang out. Links just gone into the chat. And we also talk about tabletop role-playing games. In the TTRPG channel, there should be a video, I believe, or is it in the game deals? It might be in game deals.
Might be in game deals, have a look.
But it's in one of the channels, and there's a link to an early, I want to say 80s.
Oh wow,
Yes,
that looks
there it is.
That looks awesome.
90s.
Right.
Is it 90s? Really?
1990, so. Technically, it's
BRB,
90s.
I've got to watch this.
No, you don't.
Just
Because
the thumbnail just looks awesome.
it's one of them where it's just I can't do that level of terrible. They're just,
Hell, I can.
you can, and so many other people can. It's like, when it's so bad that it's good. It's like, no, when it's so bad, it's just fucking shit.
It's like a fine wine. The cheesier it is.
I can see why you thought it was 80s. That hairstyle, the hairstyles that they're sporting there. Well, at least the ladies. The guy just looks like he's walking up. This is only going off the thumbnail, by the way. I haven't actually turned it on yet, but those, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Anyway,
There was a
BRB.
There's
This is going to be hilarious.
there was a film with a robot T-Rex in it. I went back in time. I think a Viking with a T-Rex, with a robot type T-Rex. I think it was. It gives me that vibes. What the hell was that? Was it Kung Fury?
No, Kung Fury is definitely it's Velocipasta.
I have not seen that. I was thinking of Kung Fury because I've got the image up. I have not seen Velocipasta.
Yeah, something like that.
Is that not kind of like Italian dino meal?
No, it's a
most expensive
Velociraptor
pasta in the world.
mixed with a pasta.
You thought bolognese was expensive.
No, not that kind of pasta. A religious pasta, you.
We've brought back dinosaurs only to turn them into Italian food.
That's
Oh,
bad.
the pasta looks very, very, very bad. Very bad.
Good. We open up. Enter. Right. Can we go up to the arboretum?
Do 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 do.
Is it Velociraptor pasta? I don't know, but anyway, it's one of them terrible movies. Why is the lights gone out? Why?
Ooh,
Yes,
things are, oh,
of course
just a
it was
phantom.
going to do that. Look, I need you to stay right there for me while I recover my stamina.
nice. You did have like a red. I think it might have been bleeding, maybe. I think it's stopped now.
Yeah.
Did it come from the roof?
Morgan, Dahl is breathing down my neck. I don't know how much longer. Shit.
There you go.
Velociraptor pasta. Yeah. Velocipasta is a portmanteau. Portmanteau? Portmanteau.
Yeah.
portmanteau of Velociraptor and pasta. I mean, I'm out. I cannot take part in that conversation because I have not finished watching that video because I got about a minute into it and it's like, no, I'm out. This is just too terrible for my liking.
Brilliant. I love it.
But yeah, that's a video game, or it's related to the video game Shadowrun Returns, which Ragnarok 357 is playing over on 359. Sorry.
I thought it was 459.
I feel like this should prove to Retro Ted more than anything that they are still within the Shodan world. Sorry.
But anyway, Ragnarok of the Discord, find him. He streams. They're playing Shadowrun Returns, which is kind of related to that video that everybody's giggling about. 347, 357, 359,
459.
My word.
His name's Ragnarok Numbers.
Fairly well, Retro Ted. Fairly well.
I made the mistake of googling bad 90s game adverts. Right.
I think the how bad this video is and how exquisite you guys find it shows that none of y'all went to film school.
Oh no, the thing is what got me giggling more was just the movements of people, and I'm just like, it's as someone who plays airsoft, so I do like slight tactical moves. I'm watching them prance around, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's so bad. And the woman sort of side shuffling just reminds me of what characters must look like in video games where you sidestep all the time.
Yeah, strafing
that's
like
what
around.
it actually looks like in real life.
Yeah.
When you strafe in a game, you look like that person going da-da-da-da-da along the wall.
Crab tactics. Let's go.
I'm a crab.
But yeah, we used to get films a lot like this, and we'd have to like give like from other students, and we'd have to give feedback. Like, I can see what they were trying for. Only got a minute left, Cameron.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but there's a lot of gunfire going on just outside of here.
They're busy with each other.
Yep, which is what I'm banking on. And I've gone the wrong way. I have gone the wrong way.
That's another way of getting up there rather than jumping off that thing.
Is that power
Pretty
box going to be broken
ostentatious for
again? Of course it's going to be broken again. Why wouldn't it be broken again?
Morgan to be up here. Not Morgan. Alex.
Yep. Yes, Echo is here. Oh my word.
Echo is here?
I am Echo.
I am Echo. Oh, are you going to need that vid screen?
Where am I supposed to be going?
Oh no.
Alex, you can come out now. Or, fine, I can send an operator in after...
Enough. I'm coming up.
Where the...
Contact.
Over here. Turn around.
Where are
On your
you
knees.
people?
What is... Oh, is it in there?
I don't know where.
But you won't be able to stop what's coming.
I think he's
Alex.
upstairs.
Upstairs.
It's just how do I get upstairs?
Ah. Step 1, locate the stairs. That thing's not attacking.
I will put this one in charge. You, gather report.
What the hell?
Good evening, Towers. Will deliver a supplemental
this is where it gets annoying because of the poor audio quality. It's like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be.
Is it in that room that they're guarding, maybe, then? Oh, the one that says Alex's office. Yeah. Is it worth a reload, maybe?
The thing is, though, you say Alex's office. So that door right there, as in...
Cover the entrances. He'll show.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no, it was
Can't
Alex.
save you
Right,
from me.
okay.
Your brother can't save you anymore. Yeah. That didn't last too long.
All according to Gagaku.
Right, let's see where we got loaded from. Okay.
Oh, I think Alex is already gone.
Yeah.
What?
There goes that narrative.
Right,
Can you load
Chris.
feedback?
Yeah, I can load further back.
How far back is it there?
I mean,
Also, thank you, Retro Ted, for that link. That is that Game Gear. Oh my god.
There was a Game Gear advert?
Yep. Oh yep. That's an advert, alright.
So you loved the Game Gear.
Just remember that when you come to look at it.
Hold on to that. What the hell's going on with the Game Boy Pocket? Jesus.
oh shit.
Oh, there's the Game Gear. Okay, yeah, that's much worse. That is much, much worse.
So hold on to that, you said?
Take everything back. So, was it second story? Oh, first story up, wasn't it? And then on the outside of the building.
Oh, yep.
I'll kill you quickly. No speeches. Your brother can't save you from me.
That was pretty excellent. Ah, boo. I did very much enjoy no speeches followed immediately like ah.
No speeches. Okay, bye.
Oh, that's gone to there again. Load game.
There's a Mortal Kombat one on that list, which is absolutely amazing.
I wish I could have bought out of this, and I don't know how.
What is this for?
This is hacking a turret, because
Oh, is that where the save happened?
I didn't want to hack it.
Nice. Oh, is it the same time? Ooh. System overload. Oh, you're gonna take it with? I wish you went alone in the universe. Very weird.
Oh, why do I keep doing that?
That's a weird layout.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, 45. Son of a bitch.
Uh, are you sacking off trying to save your brother?
I mean, I was trying to take care of a lot of the stuff that was going on out there.
Yeah.
Because it fucked me up last time that I ran through here. But it doesn't seem to be kicking off at all. So, we're just going to run for it. Please don't zap me too much. Alright, so we're going to go this way around the tree.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, you...
Time's up!
Nice.
Without Dahl, we have no chance of getting off the station. We're trapped here.
I think
Oh, no.
you mistake me for somebody who was gonna save
Cease
us.
to impress me, Morgan. I'm coming out now.
I mean, you might want to wait until I've taken care of the...
No, let him come out.
Flop.
You take him a good time, now die.
You have to open the door for him.
System alert. Repairs needed.
Ooh, here we go.
Cutscene. Oh, right
I
now.
promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. Secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it.
Why
Hey,
haven't
army
you
kid,
used it
I got
before?
one. What? Morgan!
Yeah, that's why I was intending on exploding this place. More bullshit. See,
He's got new friends.
we now delayed it long enough that blowing this place up doesn't count.
Repairs needed.
There's always a bigger fish. Where's he going? He's off.
I mean, he isn't wearing a spacesuit, so...
Grab his key. Grab his key.
Yeah, he does have the key. Ah, Alex.
Get away, get away, get away. Save Alex before he dies. I mean, why?
You can carry him.
I can carry him. I can also yeet him. Whee! How do I blow this place up?
So many questions to answer. What is all this? What has caused all this? How does it happen? How do I blow it up?
Look, things
Is
have
this
just...
where he's been hanging out all this time?
Pretty much.
Team, talk to me. We've had enemy contact, but the enemy, They should have held position in the cargo bay.
I couldn't, Chief. I couldn't let those people...
Can you get to the escape pods?
Negative. The escape pods are malfunctioning. It's like they're locked in place. Only 4 of us made it to life support.
5. I'm picking up Remmer behind you.
Negative. Remmer isn't Remmer, Chief. These things. Chief.
Well, I
That
thought she was
creature
saying
is
Rimmer.
still trying to consume
Yeah.
the station, and I've picked up multiple hull breaches. I believe in you, Morgan. Make this count.
Yes, the count will probably be from 30 on its way down to 0.
I mean, I think they're all for it, that particular individual. She was after revenge on me and Alex. Right, okay, so I need to get down to the power plant.
I love that you've still got the objective of killing the imposter cook.
This is gonna do it.
I'm guessing, seeing as though that's actually trimmed a lot of stuff down, these are the ones that are still available. Right, so
I mean, on the plus side, you self-destruct this place, you actually complete that objective.
So many physics laws broken.
I mean,
I tend to think of them as more guidelines.
that's not how physics works.
Didn't you encounter the reactor core controls?
It's telling me that it's down in power bay.
Yeah.
In the power plant.
Power plant. I think you stumbled across them looking for a way into a room.
Yeah.
Here's hoping you don't have the self-destruct mechanism from Starship Titanic.
Why? Which one did that? What did that one do?
That was the one that started counting down from 1,000 and then kept forgetting where it was, about like 20 counts down. And then tell you a story or something. The one that sounded very much like John Cleese, and I'm not sure if it was John Cleese or not.
I don't think it was John Cleese.
Was it Futurama that was like 50, 49, 4B, HB, something like that? It was the countdown was on upside down.
Oh yeah, when what the fuck is that?
I think you're going to see a lot more of these. The home planet has come to visit.
Tendrils.
Well, does what it says on the tin.
Yep.
But yeah, the professor had a doomsday device, I think it was.
Yes, that was it.
Oh no, they put it on the garbage ball. We're gonna blow it into a new trajectory, but then the countdown timer was on upside down. They flipped it back around, and it's like we've got 5 seconds to escape. So Leela just threw it into the air.
Bounced off an asteroid and then threw it again.
The kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Wonder how this goes if you'd swapped it out. If you'd gone for the escape rather than the... If you'd followed December rather than January?
Yeah. Although I think it might have been a moot point when I got to...
Here.
Because I was going to set the self-destruct and then escape. I don't think it was just escape. I mean, it's one of them where it's like, it could be interesting to see how much the game does actually divert.
It was a nice... maybe preserve that save. Although it's quite far along now, I guess, isn't it?
Is it wrong to stick a pizza in the oven at 11:20 p.m.? I mean,
not if you share it.
No?
If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
I mean, I'd highly...
It hasn't occurred to you.
Look, many things have occurred to me in January. Many things have occurred indeed, like the fact that I have fuck all ammo.
Where's the nearest Replatron?
Ah. Sorry, yeah, just checking up on the Starship Titanic as Saber pointed out. It was John Cleese in there, but he's credited as Kim Bread, which is why we didn't see it in the credits.
Right.
Kim Bread.
Mm. But yes, he was the bomb.
It will eventually.
He's always the
Don't do
bomb.
it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
Look, I think you should shut up, genuinely. I don't know what he said. Something about scanning the Apex?
Yeah, I think the idea is if you were to scan this creature itself, I imagine you'd get like the modifier of all modifiers.
Yeah.
You
would become one with the.
I love the basically the end game of this. It's not, you know, a slow, planned out, careful operation. It's just speed running the game until I get to blow it up.
Yep. It's the way to do it.
Right.
It was nice having being the perspective of the thing being eaten though. That was quite a cool little moment. Seeing it coming around.
Why is that just pointing to the end of the corridor? Oh, son of a bitch.
If you look out of your window on your left, you will see typhoids. The exits are here, and here, where typhoids are currently entering the building. This is odd choice of music.
Soothing music. Perfect for the apocalypse.
I mean, it could be one of them where it's like, you know, it's a solemn music for walking towards your inevitable outcome.
The Last of Us style.
You can do it!
Of course I can do it.
I believe I can fly.
Ah, that stings. That stings. I'm running out of... There we go.
Oh, the door's been blasted open. There wasn't even a chance of needing to find it. It's just...
Everyone in there is like, now you need your arming key.
Now press both buttons at the same time. Oh my god, is that it?
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry,
Wait,
Morgan.
Don't blow it
There
up from
won't be
here?
anything left to detonate if we're too late.
Why? Why is that a thing?
Good night, Retro Ted. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Poodles.
You feel it?
Yeah, Teddy bye.
Screaming is louder.
Retro
now.
Ted.
Getting close. I think screams are coming from the future. And you. Screams of people on Earth. Screams an animal makes when caught in a hunter's jaw.
Okay, well, bye.
Does he think Earth is gone then?
No, he thinks that Earth is going to go because of the typhoid invasion.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable assumption.
I mean,
you're really
it
not
is,
that far
but-
away.
No, that's only to the elevator. That's to get out.
No, I mean, the station isn't that far away from Earth, sorry.
Oh, right.
Where are you going? Oh, the bridge.
The bridge.
I'll load back up to Arboretum again.
I'm guessing it's going to be Cargo Bay Guts.
Oh no, because I came through life support, and life support is connected to the Arboretum
Yeah.
via the lobby.
I
And
would
then-
not be surprised if there was a disruption to that route.
Oh yeah, no, it would not surprise me at all. But why? Why on? Yes, let's put in the priming keys down here and then traverse to the entire other end of a station to set it off, because that's what you do in emergencies.
It's there just so that you don't put the keys in and blow the place up. You've got time to think about your actions. Decide, is this really the best course for us whilst, you know, we've got a typhoid thing that's going to destroy all of humanity.
Or if one person grabs the keys, they can't just instantly blow it before anyone else can stop them. You can get ammo!
I can. Put that in there, thank you. And then transfer the junk. Right, recycle.
Oh,
He's actually preparing for, you know, more game rather than just speed running back up there. Nah, people don't think too true. Oh, too true. Deal with the public.
One of the things that I want to find out is, do I have medkits? So I can make medkits. Okay, so let's make lots of ammo. And then lots of medkits.
Ammo and medkit, and ammo and medkit. Can you make any more neuro mods?
I don't know if I do. I think that's still locked out. Yeah, it is.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes,
Please see Holden Graves.
There's a shotgun ammo gun.
Shotgun shells.
Top left? Well, one
Left.
down from top left.
Oh, there we go.
Next to no more bullets.
I never thought I'd welcome that sound. You did it, Morgan. Now comes the fireworks. I do not know if they will be enough, but I think they will.
I mean, if you're in my office, you're closer to the bridge than I am. Could you just go to the bridge and push the button?
You've been asked, have you enjoyed this game? And what do you think you're going to play next? Before Preview heads off to bed.
So, I have enjoyed this game. As much as I am hating it right now, it's more of a lack of skill on my part and not enough inventory management, and possibly shooting myself in the foot because I insisted on going down this route of the Nora mods rather than using some of the fancier ones, as well as not doing as many of the side missions that I could have done to gather up resources, to gather up further Nora mods to really buff out my character. I highly recommend that if somebody is going to be playing this, that you go and you explore and you do a lot of the side questing that I've kind of skipped. So yeah, I have enjoyed it. And as for what is going to be coming next, much to my chagrin, the first game on the Fridays was
Dun, dun.
Resident Evil 4. I was recommended by Shapestation 64.
Dun, 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 dun.
For the second one, which was Prey, I decided to choose it because this is a game that I've had for a while, and I've just not got round to finishing it and playing it.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the next one
Dun, dun.
after this is going to be Mad Cat's selection.
Dun,
Which
dun, 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 dun.
Is Alien Isolation, which I've seen other people play, and when watching other people play it, it was giving me enough anxiety where it's like, alright, I'm just gonna lurk, mute the stream, wander away.
Uh-oh is right, Creeper. Uh-oh is correct.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing. Just as a FYI to everybody who is watching, is like, if I can't do it, because literally watching other people to play this was getting my anxiety to the point where I was starting to get chest pains and tingly arm, which is a medical warning. As like, you need to chill out.
It's not a good sign.
So if it does get to that elevated period for extended periods of time and I can't bring myself down from there quick enough.
They're probably about the 15-minute mark.
I will not be completing Alien Isolation on stream. At that point, mycat_UK has vowed that they will be playing it on stream when they get the chance. So yeah. Get some blood pressure pills from your doctor beforehand. No, I'm not fucking doping myself up just for a fucking stream. You can all piss off.
What hospitalized him? It was Alien Isolation. Oh god, not another one.
Yeah. Control Stream, it is very difficult, yes. I played it a bit. I mean, last time I played it, there was a bug that stopped me getting any further. But, by god, was it tough. It doesn't help that the xenomorph actually starts to learn your habits. So if you keep hiding under tables, it starts searching under tables.
Yeah, which is one of the good reasons as to why I'm very eccentric and do things completely at random. It won't be able to learn for me, I hope.
We're going to see it hitting computer screens with a wrench. I know that it does this.
But yeah,
no, you can't shoot it in the face. You don't get Well, actually, no. You do get a revolver, I believe, at one point, but it won't kill the xenomorph.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely nothing in the game. You get a flamethrower at one point, or you can get a flamethrower at one point, and that will scare it off. A pistol will scare it off.
You can't kill the xenomorph in it.
Yeah, it is explicitly you just can't. Which I like as a mechanic.
Yeah,
there's androids.
Oh
boy, are there androids.
Oh no, I've seen one of the guys that I frequently stream is the Painting Pirate, and if you watch his raid video, it's of him, and he goes into this room, and there's an explosion behind him, and then this like flame starts pouring from the wall and covering the doorway, and it's like, oh. Well, that'll keep the androids out, and it's like, that's a good thing, and he wanders off, and then he hears something behind him, and he wanders back, and it's like, yeah, it's still the other side of the flame, and then they start walking through the flame, and they're on fire, and it's like, oh no, not a good thing, and just, yeah. Right.
There's always androids in the Alien films.
I think what makes these ones creepier is that they're deliberately not made to look human.
Ooh, that's nice. I do like that.
Do I want 9mm bullets or shotgun shells?
9mm.
I got 195 rounds of 9mm.
So that's what, 3 aliens for you then? Yeah, 9mm bullets.
And I've also
that's the next room at least.
Right, okay. So, apparently I need to get back to the top of this.
But yeah, no, they're not the Commander Day just out. They look more... If I remember rightly, they're more... They have like a very mannequin-esque kind of look to them.
They're like if you had polymer pliable skin so that you can model it however you want, but before activating it, you just hit the factory reset, and so everyone's very bland. Hello.
And good night, Creefu. We shall catch you at another point.
Don't forget to check out the VOD, see if I survive this, or whether I just go screaming into the night.
Well, the latter is guaranteed. It's just how long you'll be screaming into the night.
I mean, that's the thing. As soon as I stop playing the game, I'm okay. I'm not one of these people who dwell on it.
I will admit, after we played our last Phasmo stream, I did actually have a dream that I was being chased by a ghost.
Really?
Yep. My meds do wonderful things for me. And not wonderful things. But yeah, it was a ghost chasing me, and eventually managed to grab my ankle. And my ankle went cold, and I think it's because my foot was sticking out the bottom of the bed, and my body was trying to tell me it was cold. So the only way it did that was to basically get my attention by going, your ankle's cold, your ankle's cold, your ankle's cold, and then finally just going, your goddamn ankle's cold, and it just made this ghost grab my ankle, and I went, and I had to wake up, and I was like, what the hell was all that? It's getting to the point where I have these really very lucid dreams, and I wake up from some of them in like almost like night terrors, and then I sit there and I instantly analyze what the hell's going on because I'm getting so used to having them. I'll wake up in a fright, and then I'm like, hang on a second, what the hell just happened? Oh right, it was just my meds. Back to sleep I go. Yeah, it was the same. I woke up in a panic, thought, oh, my ankle's a bit cold. Oh, put it back under the quilt, go back to sleep. Don't do meds, people. Don't do meds.
You can fuck right off.
It just did.
There we go. Alright, I think at the top of all this now. Alright, let's make the run to the self-destruct terminal.
Sounds super straightforward and easy.
I so hope it's a big red button saying do not push.
It's gotta say do not push, right?
I mean,
So have you not been dissuaded from going through guts?
No.
Oh, nice.
I go through guts if that's where I needed to go. How did I get up there? Oh, that was it. Round this way.
Oh no, you're still in the power plant.
Yeah, I'm still in the power plant.
Oh, okay. I was wondering whether or not it hadn't tried to get you to the guts.
No, it's... We're in the power plant. I gotta stand on this box to be able to jump up to the top of this, to jump up to this, to jump up to this, and... Not in the mood.
It's all this talk of alien isolation.
Kill the aliens now whilst you can.
The thing is, when you know a mechanic is there, then I'm not too bad at being so, okay, that's a mechanic of this game. It's the...
Dealing with when you're playing the game?
More uncertainty factor of it. It's like, could I kill this?
Could this kill me?
I knew that the alien couldn't be killed, and it still terrified the
Oh no,
bejesus
it's
out
going to
of me.
terrify the bejesus out of me. It's just, I'm not going to get frustrated at the game because it's like, oh god, this is impossible. I can't kill this thing.
You know from the get-go that that's the situation you're getting into. Kind of.
Yeah. Why is it now going beep 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 beep, like radioactivity is going on?
Probably the little floaty guys.
Or the sheer volume of the other ones.
Fuck.
The
Go
big
away.
one. Just increasing the
Excuse me, coming
ambient nuclearness.
No time for you, Mimic. Do I have a K-bot on screen at the moment?
You got a Nightbot?
No.
Oh, you mean on screen? No, sorry,
Yeah.
on the stream.
Yeah, no K-bot.
Okay.
No.
I just saw the messages for crit commissions and the K-bots. There isn't one on the stream because reasons. I don't think... It's mainly I don't want to have one that's appropriate. Right, okay. So, if you play Silly Buggers again, then over at that end, there's going to be a Phantom. But yeah, the Friday night streams are actually probably pretty well planned out for a while. Because there's Alien Isolation. Bioshock, I think, is J-Station's next request after that.
It is.
Just starting off with the first one, and then depending on how I'm feeling, I might make the second one my next choice, as it were. And then it'll be back over to Magcat. I don't think
I haven't planned anything further ahead yet.
Dead Space will be out by then.
No, fuck no. Alright, so Dead Space probably by my fucking reaction and Magcat's sadistic behavior.
I haven't played it though, so I generally couldn't recommend that.
I've seen people play it and it's fucking creepy.
Yeah, I've not played it either.
Morgan,
I mean, it sounds kind of fun.
I had to restrain Igwe several times by punching you.
Who knows? They may have killed him. He tried to disable January. If you try to do the same, I can't let you do it. This station is proof of what happens when TranStar conducts operations unchecked. If the research survives, then the crimes here will continue, and these aliens, if even one survives, they'll escape again and again. Alex made his choice. Now, it is up to you to make the right one. If you want to trigger the null wave, you'll have to come through me.
That's okay. I'm triggering the self-destruct lady.
I love that she's trying to convince you, and you're already just like fully sold. Like, oh yeah, we're blowing this place.
We're blowing this bullshit.
I will make you blow it up if I have to. Oh no, honestly, it's fine.
I'm telling you, you have to go through it. No, trust me. We're cool on this one.
It's taking too long as it is for me to get to it.
Just putting a gun to my head. It's like, push the button. And it's like, I'm pushing the button. It's taking a little while to warm up. I can't push it any harder. Just push the button. And it's like, oh god. To the bridge and the self-destruct terminal. Do we get to see
Who's going to be standing there saying, no, don't push it?
Oh wow, you really do fly out at the end of that.
Maybe January himself be an actual person. We never realised.
I mean, as long as he's not
sentience now.
As long as he's not standing in the way of me blowing this place up, by all means. Be a person. Be a potato. I don't care. Right, okay. Where am I? Oh, I've never actually been here.
Ooh. New things.
The command deck is up. Oh, gravity still works here. Why? No, I didn't want to hack. Why do I keep hacking these things?
You just love the hacking mechanic so much.
It's not even a very interesting hacking mechanic. I do like the hacking mechanic in BioShock.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. It's simple but engaging.
Yeah. It just works for me. Oh no, the command... Oh, that's down to the escape pods. Yeah, we don't need escape pods.
Transfer power from escape pods.
Dead Space is like Resi 4, but even clunkier.
Even clunkier?
Salvage crate drop out of a Phoenix Hawk. Okay, must have been a salvage hawk.
Resident Evil is clunky?
Resident Evil 4
4 certainly was.
Yeah.
Morgan, everything is ready. Now that the keys are armed, the order to execute is given from Captain Mark's terminal. I'm not able to execute.
But there is alien
That responsibility is yours.
Hull. You have to move. Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
I mean, yes. Sorry, January, you what? I'm just gonna push this button. It's alright. Are you sure?
Warning,
yes.
Reactor detonation.
It's finished.
8
All
minutes.
the directives
8
you gave me have been completed. Next and final topic. Your mind is free of significant Typhon neuromods. I believe the risk you pose to Earth is minimal. However, despite my belief, I cannot act against my directives. In fact, I've already confiscated the keycard to Alex's private escape
It's
pod.
okay, I wasn't
It's in my
planning
storage compartment.
on escaping.
If I were to suffer irreparable system damage, I would be unable to interfere with your escape.
Are you...
I just wanted you to know that.
That's quite nice, I like that. That he is following the objective, but he's also trying to backhanded help you. That's quite cool.
Can you hit the button again, see if you lose more time?
No, countdown initiated.
Can you sit in the fancy chair? Yeah.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent.
Morgan, evacuate Talos 1. Das Vidania.
Das Vidania.
Wibble!
Oh, sitting in it does trigger at the end. Okay.
Nice.
I didn't realise that. I was just going to mess around in the seat for a bit.
Wow.
That was...
abrupt.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? You did!
I mean, I accept that. It's just one of them. I was explaining some kind of... something.
Yeah,
you know?
that was unusual.
You won't know about it.
I wonder if the ending is you're supposed to try and get off.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like, oh, you're pretty much free from Neuromods, so you're safe, so go for it. It's just, no, I believe in going down with the ship, so fuck it.
Are you gonna go back and try, you think?
I mean, we got an hour before I usually wrap up the stream. So we'll talk over the credits. Oh, Mug just appeared. And yeah, if there's time, I'll see if I can, you know, it's an 8 minute of a job, or at least hopefully it isn't going to take 8 minutes, because otherwise, running out of time.
It does seem very much like that was maybe the suboptimal ending. It was like, end.
Should we make some more games now? Finn?
But just run out, guys. add in the chair. We could have put it at any point in the plot. Just add in that chair. And we're done.
I love how it sort of started off all nice and fairly normal, and now it's in the background just degrading into...
Yeah, there's
chaos.
a phantom up in the top right for a moment there. I do like the sort of like credit screens where they've got stuff going on.
Ooh. We've not seen that before, right?
No. Oh no,
That's
that's a Weaver, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the people, you know, most of the phantoms came from.
Yeah, they were saying like words from their lives, right?
And some of them even had names. I think there was some that were like originals and just called phantoms, but you killed some, and they had names.
At one time.
But yeah, I've got to say, you know, as far as hacking goes, this one has been so like very. It almost felt like they thought, oh, we need to put a hacking mini game in here because that's what you do, and it's like, move a dot onto the other dot. There we go. That's hacking for you.
It was fast, which I didn't quite like the idea of. It wasn't because there's quite a lot of places you could hack, I guess, throughout the game.
Yeah, but at the same token, it wasn't engaging. You know, going back to BioShock, it's like that is an engaging one where it's like I love hacking in BioShock to the point where it's a mini game that I will play on its own.
Yeah,
you know, just casually, like not so like stream 3 hours of me playing that, but
it's enough of a puzzle.
It actually was, you know, early '93 video game. I have played essentially the BioShock minigame as its own standalone game in the dim and distant past. But at the same token, yeah, it's these days it's not enough to stand on its own.
Look at this funky beat.
I'm so like, this is interesting music. Why wasn't there? The only thing that I'm actually slightly now concerned about is this stream might get a warning for me because this might be licensed music.
Also, isn't this the song that they were supposed to be singing in that bar that you kept going to and kept dying, so then you left?
Oh!
They were getting the voice sample.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So maybe it isn't licensed. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? We'll find out in a few hours when Twitch turns around and goes, yeah, you got a copy strike one in it. So, fuck.
You're darn it. I mean...
Do those expire eventually?
Yeah, there was an email about it. Came out recently.
Oh,
Maybe even today or yesterday, actually.
Yeah, there was an email. I didn't read it.
I thought that email was they'd come to an agreement with somebody else over something. I don't know if it was about the expiry of strikes.
No, it didn't mention the expiry, but it did mention that they are going to be, well, the intention is to be more lenient with those who have done it accidentally or first strike, that kind of thing. And also, yeah, they made a deal with Warner, I believe.
Yeah, because what happens on YouTube is if you play copyrighted music, your video gets marked and flagged as you've got copyrighted music. You're still allowed to post up that video, it's just you're not allowed to make money off that video, and any money that is made through advertisements doesn't get paid to you, it gets paid to the person who made the music. So it's one of them where it's like, you might want to avoid that kind of thing, but at the same token, it's like, if my entire stream of Prey gets popular enough that it makes me money, not likely, but if it did and the final one got banned because of this music at the end, then I'd just be sort of like, I'd either A, get over it, or B, I'd just cut out the credits and re-upload it to YouTube. With Twitch,
you can mute it as well, I think, in YouTube, can't you?
Yeah, you can do. One of the things that you usually can, or you can get YouTube to slice it out for you. I uploaded my 8-hour stream of Dune.
Yeah.
YouTube says, no, you've got copyrighted music in there. You can't make money off this video. And no suggestions for trimming it out.
That might have been the length, perhaps.
No, because the music... not many of you actually arrived early enough to the stream, I don't think. How many people saw the fading in and out space chick at the beginning?
Yep.
No, I didn't see that.
The background to her speaking is a copyrighted song.
Why wouldn't it be?
It's one of them where it's like, if it really bothered me, I would pull down the video, edit that section out, and basically go away and tell you to watch the David Lynch's movie from this time point to this time point, which is exactly the same narrative. Press any key to do what? Oh.
Ooh.
New Game Plus.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be in the middle range.
It probably thinks it was dreaming. Nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was the man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him.
He was an asshole.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. I didn't survive, but at least it tried to help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37, but it left him alive. It could mean a low drive for retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Love the way it doesn't mention what I did to his body.
Remember when you yeeted me out into space?
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Ooh.
We're gonna shake things up. Like old times.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a bit of a plot twist right at the end.
Who's that on the phone? It's me calling it. That was cool though. That was the ending, right? That was...
Yeah, I mean, that is the kind of thing that you expect at the end of the game, where you've got choices, where it's like it gives you a. I think now that in retrospect, it's like it kind of gives you that. At the end of sort of like Fallout and other games like that, where you've made choices, it gives you a bit of a narrative of what happened. But at the end of that, basically the whole place blew up. So, like my cat said, you're dead. What do you know of what happened? Whereas that was like, it was all a simulation to do. I mean, it does raise some certain questions. Ghost of Sunny, that was a proper ending. Based off that, I'm probably not going to go back and try and save my...
Yeah.
Well, maybe I will. I still might do that just to see what difference it does make.
It seems less important now, though, that we've had an actual ending.
Yeah, it does feel like that was supposed to be one of the ways that it was going to end.
Yeah.
And it was interesting seeing what they all said and some of the choices that like when I was all like, no, fuck them, they're dying in cargo bay because I'm not going to get manipulated like that. And it's like, yeah, they deserve a commendation. And it's like, I made the right choice.
Well, they did also say that you didn't have a penchant for retribution, which I feel is a vast misjudgment of your playthrough.
Stop talking, Zap.
Look, those incidents had to be erased because they all turned violent on me, and it was one of them where it's like, I didn't survive, but they did try, and it's like, you stood on the front line when you knew that the doors were opening. What did you expect to happen? Should have been like me, push the door button to open the door and then run away and hide in a corner.
Surprisingly, Assassin's Creed-ish ending then, with it was all relived memories.
A little bit. I mean, it was a bit of a, not gonna lie, that was a bit of a twist.
What's a twist?
That I wasn't genuinely expecting. I think to a certain degree that might be just there to leave it open for a Prey 2. Rather than just being like, that's it, over, done, there's no more. Kind of actually interesting to note, I've had this game, I've paid attention to this game, I have never had that spoilt for me.
One thing does line my mind. So, if you were just playing the memories, was that essentially a simulation based on things, or was it literally you were playing the memory of? In which case, if you're playing the memory of, how is it the Typhods got to Earth when you blew them up? And you were a Typhod as well.
There was a lot of Typhods when it ate Talos 1.
The thing is,
like,
from what
the sky was filled with them.
From what he was saying when I chose to blow up Talos 1, and that's when it ended. Whereas it's like This Is Earth Now, and it was covered in that coral stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like I didn't... Morgan, in the actual timeline of things, didn't blow up Talos 1.
So essentially what you played through was a simulation, and they were just trying to judge how you
choices
worked with the memories of.
Yeah, to see, basically, as they were sort of like all judging me, it's like, am I emotionally stable enough to be acceptable as a diplomat or some kind of conduit between humanity and the Typhoons?
Yeah.
And whoever was in charge of the medical robots is like, nope, he never left any feedback.
He shouted at me every time I saw it.
I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that because it's like, congratulations, you finished Prey! Lowest difficulty normal. I didn't actually have to change the difficulty down. Although it was one of them where it's like, if I keep dying doing this, I'm just going to fucking...
Oh, your oxygen survival was on?
Yeah. I'm
just when your suit's full, it must be on infinite.
Yeah.
When as long as your suit's repaired.
Which seems a bit odd, but at the same token, it depends on how big the tank is, and if the tank is big enough, then it's like it doesn't really matter as long as your suit is sealed. In Starfinder, for example, your suit is good for 20 days if you've at the highest level or highest suit on it. It's like, so do you really need a timer to tell you that it's like 24, 23, 22 touch? So, but if you get a leak, then you bleed. The oxygen bleeds out too fast for it to, or it then becomes a factor.
Yeah.
I like that one of the judgments on it was sort of like you chose not to install any of the Typhoid powers.
That was quite a nice little recognition there. That was good.
Yeah. It doesn't, it's one of them where it's like, there's very much a desire in me, not that I'm going to, is to actually replay this. Not install any of the mods until I get the Typhoid powers, make a save, keep that to one side, because there's an achievement for not installing any Nora mods whatsoever, by the way.
Oof.
But also get to that point and then just install all Typhoid mods and see how the narrative at the end changes. There's getting the keycard to escape, which we might do, because we've got like another hour and whatnot, but yeah, it's I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied with that ending.
It was good. It was really, really good. It wasn't good at all. It was what the fuck, and then it became very, very good when they got past the credits. That was great.
I wonder if the credits were actually just there to let you calm down and after potentially rushing around trying to do all these things, it's like, all right, here's some funky music, just calm down. Right, now we're giving you the ending now that you're all calmed down, rather than just jamming it on the end, and it's like, the fuck, I did all of that and it was just a simulation. But no, pretty good. J-Station, you've said that you were thinking of playing this game at some point?
Potentially. It's one that I would like to get around to playing. I do want to try and play as Le Typhoid, especially now I know that apparently I'm typhoid at heart. To give it a go would be quite fun.
Are you going to be streaming that or off-channel?
It seems unlikely to be streamed. If I do get a chance to play it, it will not be at a regularly scheduled slot, I imagine.
See, this is because you've pick games for your regular slots that are just far too long. Yeah.
No, we're getting there with both my games at the moment, I think.
What's up next in your streaming?
So Saturday mornings is likely going to become Saturday morning cartoons with some Nintendo 64 games. And then No Man's Sky is probably going to stick with the Sky theme and go over to City Skylines for a while.
Okay. The City Skylines is one of them where it's like it could go on forever, or you could play one city and then get to a certain point. It's like, yeah, this is okay, and just quit it.
It feels similar to No Man's Sky in that it's I'm going to be playing it as long as I want to be playing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Till I'm satisfied that I've done the things that I want to do.
The thing is, it's like with that though, to a certain degree, it's like it's build a city, and I've been mucking around on it recently because you've been talking about Skitty.
I have
City Skyline. So it's like the other day I ended up installing it. It's it's like you've got to do a lot to unlock everything.
Yeah.
And then build it and integrate it into a city. What I really don't know is how big the city can actually go in terms of real estate ground area.
Pretty big from what I've seen. The City Planner Plays, the videos that I've been watching to kind of like satisfy my City Skylines needs as
vicariously.
Yeah, exactly. Their tutorial series of the city of Tutoria is up to I think 250,000 people, and it takes up a very sizable portion of the map. And that's just tutorialness, not trying to do anything particularly fancy with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of them where it's like I might actually go check out some of the tutorial stuff, because it gets to a certain point in the game where it's like I'm getting congestion and I don't know why, because it's like you build the biggest road from point A to point B, and a bunch of side roads getting onto the point A to point B road, and nobody fucking uses it. They all seem to drive through the suburbs.
So there's this is probably not what you intended this stream to be, but you can set districts which help direct traffic, and also you can change the types of junctions at light, which I did not know. I played the game a couple of times before and did not realize you can change it to stop signs or traffic lights or a flow through, and that makes a huge difference, which I never realized. It's just in the vanilla game.
Yeah, no, I remember doing. I've not done that recently because in my current playthrough, it's like I've got a population of like 20,000, if that. So the congestion isn't a problem yet. But
learning why it isn't following rules is yeah, it's a big help with City Skylines.
Yeah, it's one of them where I've not actually. I remember being able to do that, but I've not done that yet. But no, it's one of them. Like you say, though, it's an actual city planner who's doing this, so they probably, know all the ways of traffic flow management.
They keep referring to something called eminent domain, which took me ages to. I was like, is that a feature in the game? I just don't recognize it at all. Is that like a setting? And it is the American term for being able to just basically usurp land for government use whenever they want to. And they're using it in the literal professional sense, and I kept thinking it was a feature of the game. I was going to use eminent domain to buy these houses back, or build this little feature here or whatever.
I just call it
anywhere.
I just call it a bulldozer. It's like, this house is in my way.
Yeah, exactly. So what on earth? What setting is it? I can't see it anywhere else on this system.
Yeah. But for the government can just claim the land for municipal.
Yeah, there you go.
You get a government official walk around with a little can of spray going, "This is mine," and "This is mine," and "This is mine."
Oh, this is bad.
All right. Do we want to see what happens if I try to go for the escape pod?
Let's see what happens.
Let's.
New Game Plus from the start. Here we go.
There is actually a New Game Plus. What does this do? New Game Plus.
There's 3 of them, which is weird.
Love the ability.
No, it's the
save file.
Yeah, there's 3 save files basically. Select which campaign slot you wish to load the abilities from for your new game. Abilities will be re-granted when you acquire the psychoscope from Morgan's office.
Oh, so you've already got all of your...
Yeah, so they'll all be reinstalled, but then you'll probably have all the neuromods again, so you can go further or, muck around with the other ones. I was kind of hoping they'd put something like that in, because
that's nice.
That is a nice feature, because it's like that kind of encourages me to play again, because there's certain aspects where it's like that's being able to do some of the higher level stuff earlier would be a massive boon.
I'm still kicking myself missing this on bloody Epic when it was on there. The one game out of the whole freebie thing that they did, the one game that I was like, oh, excellent, and then for some reason my brain just completely forgot about it when I got home, and then it was like, yep, gone. I was like, oh, for sakes.
It's that weird thing that when you miss them, it's like it's hard to be annoyed at them giving away free games, but also I'm super annoyed that I missed this free game.
Speaking about free games,
the freebie ones in.
Yeah, one of the, sometimes it's like, oh, that's actually an interesting thing that GOG do, or has done in the past. I don't know if they still do it. It's like, if you bought a game and then they have a thing where they're giving away said game, if you actually go through and claim it, it'll go, oh, you've already got this one, here's a different one instead.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Because, you've paid for the game that they're now giving away for free. I don't know if they do that all the time. I just remember that is a thing that has happened in the past. Which was like, oh, that's a pretty nice gesture. I mean, it wasn't a AAA class game that you got for free, but at least you got something out of it for free.
Yeah. It's a nice gesture.
But yeah, that does actually kind of encourage me to play it again. By it's like it's nice to just be that little bit more powerful and build up. But I'm probably not going to play this again anytime soon. But it's nice that that's a thing.
That was something you'd mentioned, actually, wasn't it? That you didn't feel powerful very much when you were playing it. So I guess that New Game Plus might help with that.
I mean, to a certain degree, some of the side quests might have helped with that, like the ability to make the neuromods, where it's like, aha, you can't do it anymore, and it's like, oh. Because I had so much exotic material by the end of it. I mean, we can go back in and... Is it this one? It'll probably be this one.
There was also one thing in particular that was missing.
Which was?
A certain beam.
Oh yeah, the Q-beam.
The Q-beam.
Yeah, the Q-beam.
But yeah.
Spoil it now, or?
You can tell me about where you can get it and whatnot if you wish. I don't care. I've completed the game. I've completed the game without it. That's got to be more difficult than completing the game with it.
There was seven of them throughout the game. Yeah, which is slightly surprising. There's one in the hardware labs when you first go there.
Really?
There's one near a body in the guts. There's one, for some reason, in the freezer in the kitchen of the cafeteria in the crew quarters.
Oh! How the fuck did I miss that?
There's one in the cargo bay B security command post.
Okay.
There's one that's part of a side quest, and there is one that is in one of the chamber guarded by a technopath.
Right, so the technopaths I tried to avoid and just run past. But the freezer one is the one that gets me, because there wasn't much space in that freezer. So I just remember looking over all of that area and not getting anywhere with it and not finding it, which surprises me that I missed it. I think that's the other thing about the neuromods. Now that you know that to a certain degree you can play it on New Game Plus, that toughness one really does pay out on the long term.
That's true. If you go back and played it now, you would be at full health from the start.
Yeah, it'd be like 200 health from the start. So much easier to begin with. Collect 8, I could get 3 more neuromods in this playthrough, or 8 neuromods in the next playthrough, because I can already do half a dozen of these things. I reckon you could probably get all of the human neuromods in 2 playthroughs. If you really tried hard enough.
When you do New Game Plus, do you usually do the harder difficulty?
I don't usually do New Game Plus. If you've not noticed, I don't complete many games. And also, of the games that I've completed, I think this might be the first... Oh, no. Resident Evil 4 technically has New Game Plus, I believe.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Yeah, not that I've done that, but, once through that game was enough. It was all, yep, I'm done. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye. So, yeah, it's, I think it would depend on how I feel at the time of starting it up and how it goes as I play through it. I remember seeing it flash up on the screen, but you sort of skipped it. I mean... It's one of them where it's like, if I miss it, I miss it. I'm not going to be too cheesed off about it, and I'm kind of curious as to what the new Q-beam was. I'm guessing it's a laser, like them robots have.
I think they had some kind of Q-beam, yeah.
Yeah.
A laser beam.
Right, okay. January, I'm afraid
Warning,
this is an experiment.
Imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Suicide by proxy. Alright, bye! Use Alex.
The Arboretum now?
Yeah, let's get back to the Arboretum. Which actually isn't too far, luckily. Because we're... Yeah.
I thought the escape shuttle was just off to your right.
Alex's escape pod. In the Arboretum. Yeah. There is escape pods, but they were deactivated. I don't know why. Or they weren't functioning.
Mind you, that could be because of the simulation. Now that you know that you're in a simulation, that's why you can't escape in the escape pod, perhaps.
You don't know at this point, though, do you?
No.
You don't know, but if you sort of look at it as... effectively a metagame, and you look back on it, the reason why you can't go through the escape pods, they turned them off because Alex didn't do that.
Yes.
So,
and also potentially doesn't want you to finish the simulation early just by saying, like, no, fuck this, I'm out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could this be the man we're looking for? Nope, he noped out about 3 minutes in.
Ow. Alex's escape pod, here it is.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent.
Yes.
Please evacuate Talos 1.
That's what I'm doing.
If you'd just let me.
I mean, the only thing that I kind of wish for is that they'd allow for slightly faster thrusters on this thing.
I wonder if there's a psycho mod for that. Like propelling yourself like they do.
I mean, there is a couple of because there's the I think it's energy.
Oh, the teleport-esque kind of.
Yeah. Phantom shift. Rapidly change positions up to 12 meters away and leave behind double that fools enemies for about 8 seconds.
Oh yeah, the double.
Yeah, which is essentially the Arkane classic shift that is used a lot in both Dishonored and Deathloop. Let me out!
Have you played Deathloop?
I have not.
Ah.
I've just seen it being played. Initialize launch. Secure the door before initializing? Oh my word. I'm in spacesuit.
You don't want to press the button, this thing shoots away, and you just sort of sit there as it disappears.
That would be amazing.
And that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you. and myself. But I am glad you are here with me now, and I like who you've become.
Bye.
I mean, bye! I'll strap myself in.
You are an honourable man. Bye.
What? Please confirm and take a seat. Okay. Okay.
Morgan? Morgan, can you hear me?
Yes.
I detected a pod launch. I thought...
You thought wrong! Whee!
It's a dream of me going.
Oh. So it is fairly as abrupt then, I guess.
It is fairly as abrupt, but you're gonna get a different synopsis at the end.
Yes. I'm guessing only the last little bit will be different synopsis though, because everything else is based on your overall actions, I guess.
I mean, it depends on how much effort they've put into this, because they could just be dicks and be like, you know, these 5 people could be replaced with Typhods debriefing you on a mission well done or something like that.
Are you going to try and attack them?
Do it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Inquiring minds want to know.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be in the middle range.
It probably thinks it was dreaming. That nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us.
Michaela.
I should have installed one just to
I would
fuck
have
with
died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was the man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But...
would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. I didn't survive, but at least it tried to help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37, but it left him alive. It could mean a low drive for retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect her? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Didn't actually change it for me escaping.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. That's
So it wasn't just a
is the
replay.
world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Kill them all. How do I... there we go.
God.
That was some pretty ham acting. There we go. The synopsis wasn't any different because I escaped, so it's a little bit okay.
I guess because it was a reconstruction. That it doesn't really matter, I guess, to them.
Yeah. It's just one of them where it's I am also kind of wondering if you'd have gotten the key by the side missions earlier on and paid more attention to December. Whether that would have changed it?
Maybe, yeah.
And the Academy Award for Most Dramatic Performance goes to... I can't remember his name. I'm Morgan Yu. He's Alex Yu. Alex Yu,
yeah.
There we go.
I think he might actually have won an Academy Award, the guy who does the voice.
Hopefully not for that performance.
No.
But yeah, there's also Moon Crash. I'm probably not going to get into that because I think it's semi-procedurally generated. Just to sort of give you more content for Prey. It's one of them where I'm now kind of curious where they go for a sequel.
Earth.
Yes, but what narrative to go with?
You're trying to find the right approach to make that bridge, I guess, between humans and typhoid. Maybe you're working for the typhoid and in like almost a reverse, like you're a typhoid having a simulation of being a human.
Potentially. I don't know, this is where my creativity kind of fails me. It's like I can't see where they go for this, as it were, for a follow-up game. It will be interesting though, to a certain degree, especially if Arkane did do it. I've yet to be disappointed by an Arkane game.
What else have they done?
Dishonored. Deathloop. Prey. Arx Fatalis. And a few other games. I mean, we're going to switch back to just talking now, and I'm actually going to load up the internet.
See, I've never played one of their games before.
Which kind of surprises me.
The list of games are all games that are on my radar for sure. Deathloop and Prey in particular had always been on my to play list.
But no, Arx Fatalis is a fairly old game. It came out when I was in uni, so 2002. That was in a honorary vein of Ultima Underworld, or Ultima Underworld. That's an old DOS game, which was a sort of like first-person dungeon crawler RPG, which wasn't bad for its time. It was critically acclaimed for its time, but it came out and I was far too young to be trying to play that kind of game. It was deeper than my childlike mind could appreciate.
Yeah.
They did Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which is a game that I own. Dewberry, what's it? It's you play a Seraph, an apprentice of the wizard Fenring, after he sent you into the city of Stonehelm to accompany an expedition trying to retrieve a powerful artifact known as the Skull of Shadows. And yeah, I didn't really get very far into it, but it wasn't a bad game. But yeah, I wasn't disappointed in it. It was just one of them where it's like I played it for a bit, didn't get around to going back to it and actually playing it through. Karma Star, never heard of it. Karma Star doesn't even have a wiki page. And it was built for the iOS. So it might have been a mobile game, or it could have been a desktop game. I don't know, because iOS, it's the same iOS across all platforms, as far as I'm aware. And then they get into the Dishonored 2, Prey, Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Then they went off to do a couple of Wolfenstein games, Wolfenstein Youngblood and Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. I've heard good things about those, although I'm not big on the Wolfenstein series.
They're not the new ones, right?
Yeah, they'll be the new ones because they're both out 2019.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, that'll be definitely the new ones.
And then 2021 was Deathloop, and in 2022 they've got penciled in for Redfall, which looks to be an interesting thing. Redfall will be an open-world action-adventure first-person shooter that features both single-player and cooperative multiplayer modes. Players can choose among 4 playable characters, each with unique backgrounds and abilities to fight vampires as well as human enemies within the game. It's kind of like a Red Dead game, but the 4 characters have interesting abilities. It feels like Left 4 Dead meets Borderlands in sort of like the characters and their abilities, and Left 4 Dead for the sort of like gaming style structure, I believe. Don't quote me on this. I've just seen a couple of things, and it's I think that's what they're going for. But that could be an interesting co-op game.
That's interesting.
But yeah, Deathloop is definitely on my radar. I was thinking about picking it up over the winter sales on Steam, but it didn't come down far enough for my liking in price to say that I've got a lot of games that I can play at the moment, and it was one of them where it's like, I could pick this up, but I got plenty of games to be playing at the moment.
That's where I got with it, because it's very high on my PlayStation list. But it is just behind Horizon Forbidden West, which is going to come out first. So it's one of those.
Well,
not come out first, sorry, but it's going to come first in terms of.
Right. Yeah. So basically, the next time that you can schedule a game to play, it is going to be Horizon Forbidden West. If by the time you get around to playing something, that's out. Although it's out like the end of next month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely still on my radar. As for Horizon games, I've actually picked up Horizon Zero Dawn. Is that it?
That's the one, the first one.
There we go. I picked up the first one yesterday.
I was very surprised to discover that the Horizon was the thing they were keeping. I thought it was going to be something else, Zero Dawn. So that was a surprise when they released the title of the new one.
All right.
Just as a quick note.
Yeah, it's all like, it's one of them where it's like, it doesn't strike me as weird, although, yeah, but I don't know. I'd have to play the game to get a feel for it, because Horizon to me is all like, it's kind of summarizing the exploration factor of it, and I feel that it's got a fairly hefty amount of that.
Yeah, it's a very exploration kind of game. Oh, that was such a good game. Man, I can't wait for this next. Even if it's just as good, I hope it is just as good.
I've started playing Horizon Zero Dawn earlier.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I had a couple of hours between work and streaming this. And then it was one of them where it's like one of the very early side missions that you get. I completed that and then looked at my watch and it's like, I got 10 minutes before I'm streaming. Best wrap this up. But yeah.
How early are you in it, if you don't mind me asking?
Literally the first side quest that you get access to.
Okay, yeah. That's. I think I know where that's at.
So there's a guy and his daughter has wandered off.
Yes.
And you've got to go pick up a spear.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a side mission that I've completed. Everything else, plot-wise, as soon as it came to the open world, it's like, yeah, I'll do that in a bit. Do that in a bit.
But you've got to the open world.
Yeah, I've got... Yes, but I haven't gone through the trial yet. So I don't know whether it opens up more. You know, whether it's gated. Or...
I think it's just the trials, and then but you're already in the open world, I think.
Right. Yeah, the thing is, though, there's slightly different. You know, it's like Assassin's Creed is kind of open world, but it's not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it gated like that, or is it just like straight into open world? Or does nobody ever play it like that? Does nobody ever get to the point where it's like, this could be open world, or it could be gated, and just runs for that gate and sees whether they can get through it?
No, I very much follow the plot kind of player. I don't actually know.
So yeah, I'm always one of them where it's like, I wonder if I can go over there. And then I come up against an invisible wall, and it's like, guess not.
Having GM'd you and had to be that invisible wall, I know that is what you're like.
Well, what can I... The thing is, it's just one of them things where it's like, I like thinking outside of the box and, you know, not having to be constrained by, you know, the sensibilities of society.
Living on the edge.
But yeah, so Prey is done and dusted.
Another game down? How many have you done on stream now?
I've got a list on the Discord. So I have completed Pathfinder Kingmaker, Cyberpunk 2077, the Hitman trilogy that I'm just classifying as one game, Resident Evil 4, Torment Tides of Numenera, XCOM 2, and this would be 7 for Prey. 9 if you count the other 2 Hitman games, but I'm not.
Pretty good. Not a short list.
Currently got Pillars of Eternity in play, which I don't think is going to finish anytime soon.
Really?
I don't.
I suppose your civilization, sorry, or your fortress, sorry, is quite a good judge for that, isn't it? I guess.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, it's like in Prey. It's like, are you expected to open up everything, or are you expected to open up some of the things?
All of the things.
Fancy. Is that a fancy way of saying never seen a wall you didn't want to run at? I mean, I have run at walls, not recommended.
I did that once and I broke a rib.
Oof.
Oh, wow. I've not broken anything, but I did severely damage my shoulders to the point where I ended up having to take time off and just let my shoulders decompress.
Mine was so we'd gone into like a local park and we were mucking around with Nerf rifles and all sort of stuff, and they had a climbing, like it's a very small climbing wall, it's about 7 foot tall, something like that. And we just ran at it, jumped, climbed over it, no problem. Apart from one of us who would run at it, stop at the bottom, and then jump. So he'd basically negate all momentum, and then he couldn't climb over it. And then this little kid came along, probably about 8 or so, and just climbed the wall flawlessly straight after he'd done it, which we found absolutely hilarious. And then to mock him, I basically was mocking him, running at the wall, and then I ran deliberately into the wall, forgetting I had a magazine in my pocket, and that got compressed against my chest, and that cracked a rib. Because I didn't really mockingly run at the wall. I ran full pelt at the wall and then deliberately ran into it, forgetting I had the magazine in my pocket. That was painful for quite a few days.
The important question is, what was the magazine about?
He's talking about Gun Magazine. Zen of Games,
darn it.
Zen of Games is apparently very fragile, broken both arms, an ankle twice, 2 toes, and a rib.
Oh man, not all at the same time. They call me Mr. Glass.
Out another lily. Thankfully, the mossy obelisk broke my fall, and my hip, and four of my ribs.
What's that from?
The Summer Max cartoon.
Ah, yes, that was it.
They parachute into the jungle.
But yeah. Speaking, it's one of them. So like, I feel sorry for you, Xena games. I'm lucky. The only thing that I've actually broken in my body, and I'd say I broke it. I didn't break it. Somebody broke my nose for me. In what could be generously called a fight. It would be generous to call it a fight.
That. Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't really a fight. Somebody came up and punched me in the nose and it broke. And that was the end of that one. To my credit, the broken rib was from getting kicked in the chest during Kung Fu practice. I mean, I know of somebody who broke a rib by coughing.
Oof. You don't tell anyone that, though, would you? You'd be like...
Well, the thing is, it was all...
You tell everyone it was a Kung Fu competition.
The thing is, you wouldn't look at them and think you're into Kung Fu if they said something like, it's like, you're fucking like... But yeah. Doobity what's it, flibbity flop. Where was I going with a train of thought? But yeah, and that was what I was doing. I was looking at my list of games to be played on stream at some point. So yeah, I don't know where I'm up to in Pillars of Eternity. It's really difficult to gauge, and I've not got, I don't want to look at the walkthrough and find out how far I am into it, because it'd be my luck to see the title of a chapter and it spoiler it. But if next time I'm streaming it and somebody's around, I can give you the chapter that I'm currently in, and find out roughly how far I am through that one. But yeah, got next game next week will be Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah, gonna be straight into that then now.
Yeah. Not looking.
Has it come sooner than you were hoping?
I mean, to be fair, yes and no. It's like, it's sooner than I would hope, but not as quickly as Prey was the right length.
Right, I get what you mean.
It started to get a little bit weird last week, where it was like, there's just so much going on. I'm getting overwhelmed with all the things that are going on.
Yeah.
So to that point, I was like, this game could do with wrapping up some loose ends and getting to the point. And lo and behold, it wrapped up the loose ends and got to the point within a couple of hours. But yeah, list of games to be streamed. If you're not on the Discord, I highly recommend that you get on the Discord. But and this is only this is an idea of games that I may stream. Do not hold me accountable to any of those until I actually announce it, that I'm streaming it, and even then, don't believe it until you see it. We've got Far Cry 3, Far Cry Blood Dragon, The Outer Worlds, Pillars of Eternity 2, sometime after the first, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, when I feel like a long-ass game, Baldur's Gate 3, when they get around to finishing it, Divinity Original Sin and Original Sin 2. It's a co-op game, so I might actually find somebody else to play that with. Fallout 4, Skyrim, Resident Evil Village after finishing Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 may or may not happen on stream. Bioshock Trilogy, maybe the Quintilogy, because I believe they're working on a fourth.
Rumor.
Yeah, there's a rumor of it.
People, right?
I don't know. I heard that there was a rumor, and then I ignored it because I don't like spoilers.
I heard there was a rumor about a possible suggestion.
Then we've got Alien Isolation, which is definitely penciled in for next week. We shall have to see. We're probably going to do it next week. I will be doing it next week. I've actually had it installed for a while now, because I've always been I've had it installed just in case I loaded up Prey and then there's the end. And it's like, oh, shit. And then ended up with, so like, 15 minutes into a stream and it's like, well, that was Prey, folks. And so it's like, next on Alien Isolation. Ta-da! Mass Effect Legendary Edition. My cat _UK kindly bought that for me as a holiday gift. So that's definitely high on the list, but it's one of them where it's like I'm not sure if to break that into 3 parts and stream each game individually, or to basically marathon it and just basically be like, I'm playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition 1 through 3, here we go.
For the next 4 years.
I don't think it'd be 4 years. I honestly feel that probably won't be as long as Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Nothing will be as long as Pathfinder Kingmaker.
A little bit of change of pace on some of these other ones. We've got MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, although I'm probably actually not going to be streaming that myself. Magcat is going to be streaming that every other Thursday, and I have intent on joining Magcat for those for at least a while.
What game was that, sorry?
MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries.
Ah, very nice.
Joining him, maybe cancelling my Thursday streams, maybe doing a shorter Thursday stream after Magcat stream. Not entirely sure yet. Gonna see how it feels. BattleTech, which is essentially, MechWarrior turn-based. Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's an intro. It's a bit of an eccentric game. I'll give it that.
Is that the one that Mark Like Music's played?
Don't know.
The Yakuza. It's like a kind of like a squad-based. Maybe turn-based.
Yes.
Set in Japan. Yeah, that's the story on that was amazing, like genuinely amazing.
But yeah, I've played it in part, but then I put it down, and it's like one of them where I really do want to pick it back up, and it's the only way that I can guarantee that I'm going to finish it is by streaming it. So that's definitely on my list. Mutant Year Zero Path to Eden. Which is very much in the theme of XCOM and XCOM 2 style of play, but it is based off a TTRPG kind of, made by the same people, I believe, as Tales from the Loop.
Ah, interesting.
It's post-apocalyptica, so that's a thing. Biomutant, I've kind of put that on the list because I really do want to finish it, and I've not got around to finishing my playthrough of that, but I might actually do that off stream, because I don't feel that's going to be a difficult game to put down and pick up. We'll find out.
Christmas you were playing that?
Yeah, I was playing that a lot during the holiday period.
Holidays.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah, Phoenix Point, which is very much... So Phoenix Point is made by the guy who made XCOM Enemy Unknown. No, XCOM UFO. UFO Enemy Unknown. The first XCOM Defense. Earth Defense, as it was called in the States. UFO Enemy Unknown here in the UK and throughout Europe. And they basically left... Microprose and set up and have been working on games since, all of a very similar theme. Phoenix Point is sort of like their return to sort of like modern game XCOM style. So yeah, it's a nice alternative to XCOM, I feel. Kind of curious to see how that plays out. I've also got Darkest Dungeon in the list. It's one of them where it's like I'm not.
I know that name, but I don't know why.
Mike has streamed it once, I believe.
Yeah, that's where I know it from.
But yeah, it's kind of dark at times, and it's a bit of a roguelite and so I don't know how that's going to go. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but it's there as a maybe. And at the bottom of the list, although I did actually have a thought either earlier today or yesterday about a game that I wanted to add to the list, and now it's slipped my mind.
Oh no. Outer Worlds is quite a high one on the list as well, did you say?
Yeah, Outer Worlds is on the list. This is not a priority list.
Yeah.
This is I think of a game that I want to stream, and I put it on the list.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom of the list is Neath the Gate Resurrection, which is a game. It's gonna look like a retro game. It's not a retro game. It's made by a company. I say company called Spiderweb Games. They do very text-based RPGs in fairly large worlds, and I say they because it's one person. I've played a few of their other games, mainly the Gene Force series, and to say that it's all narrative, it's actually really well done. And this is one of theirs. It's called Neath the Gate Resurrection because the resurrection part means that it's been refined to work on modern systems. It has not been improved to make it look like a modern game.
Is that the crucial difference?
Yeah, just taking a look at it, I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them games where it's like you probably wouldn't be surprised to see it on RetroTed streams.
Right.
It looks that old, but it is a modernish game. And it's one of them where it's like if you've got the time and desire to play those kind of games, I highly recommend Spiderweb Studios. They did Gene Forge, which is just it's really good series of games. And yeah, that's everything on the list. And I wish I could remember what I wanted to add to this list because it's going to bug me now until I remember it.
It's in there somewhere.
But yeah, Resident Evil 7 might end up back on the list for streaming because I'm just not finding time to play through that and finish it off stream. And I do definitely want to get into Resident Evil Village. But I want to finish 7 first.
Yeah.
So that's
it is a direct follow-on.
Yeah, it's a direct follow-on, and as well as it's just even if it's only vaguely following it on, it's one of them where it's like the same character. So I want to be able. I'd like to know the origin story at least a little bit. It's like with Resident Evil 4, I didn't see the point in playing 1 through 3 on stream because it's featuring Leon Kennedy, and he's in at least one of the previous 1s to 4.
Yeah.
2, I believe.
Yes.
It's 2.
Yeah, it was Claire Redfield in 1?
Nope.
No? So who was in 3?
Jill.
Ah, that was it. So Jill Valentine in 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Redfield in 1.
Mm-hmm.
Claire Redfield in 2.
Mm-hmm.
Leon in 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I know things about Resident Evil, despite the fact that I don't really play Resident Evil. Fuck knows what happens in 5 and 6.
You
don't
get a
ask.
sandwich.
And God knows what happens in the rest of their spin-offs either. Anyway,
I was going to say, to be honest, the later games, the further on you go down, it's less Resident Evil, more
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a playthrough of Code Veronica happening at the moment on a stream, and it is a questionable game.
I mean, I find that... Oh, crumbs. Yeah, my camera's gone dark. Get over it. I need to charge something up. So you'll have to deal with the fact that it's now gone slightly darker. But yeah, I think, with Resident Evil, the mainstream of them, 1 through so far 8 are sort of like the core games that, even if you don't particularly enjoy them, you can kind of see where they were trying to go with the style.
That's fair.
They've fucked up a couple of them, as far as I'm aware, but they're back on form with 7 and 8.
It's a polite way of speaking about 6, yeah.
It was a risk as well, because it was the first time they'd done first person, and it seems like it would have lessened the intensity that had been there previously, but in fact was actually very, very good.
It also helped that they sort of stepped away from like the previous stories that have been built up in, it wasn't in Raccoon City.
Yeah.
It wasn't with a character that was in the previous games.
Yeah.
And it wasn't against. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no Wesker. That was, that was a mess up on their half. You always need Wesker somewhere. Even if he's just in a photo frame somewhere, you just need Wesker.
It would not surprise me if there's an Easter egg of Wesker being in the others as well.
There is.
You'd only hope so.
There is actually references in the games.
Nice.
But yes, anyway, it has come to the end of time. The universe will...
End of time? Oh my goodness!
The universe will...
The universe ends now!
Will now
How long
implode.
was this game?
Thank you for spending your last moments with me.
Is that why I win Doc on your end?
Yeah, I just had to plug it in so that it gives us a little bit more time to wrap this up. My brain is gone. Magcat, do your shout out stuff.
Right, okay, so, all being well, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll post up on Discord if that's the case, just because things have happened recently and I've just not been in the right frame to actually stream. Otherwise, my normal times are 7 PM Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesdays usually art. Thursdays is a bi-weekly stream where it's either Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries, which should be this week, or another game which people were asking for more Reciteer. So I'm probably going to do that one because that it's kind of fun. And then I've got Dishonored. Yeah. And then Dishonored is on Fridays because I'm just going to wrap up the DLC packs before I move on to Dishonored 2. Nice. Or Alien Isolation, depending on...
Look, I should be able to do at least one stream of it, alright?
Yeah.
We'll hold you to that.
Whether it's just one stream of me blubbering in a corner, that's a different matter.
Content!
It all counts.
Catch you later, Xenogames.
See you later, Xenogames.
So, J-Station, you want to do you?
Yes, I'm J664. You can find me on my channel doing some Red Dead Redemption 2 tomorrow morning at 9:30 AM, and then on Thursday playing some No Man's Sky at 9:30. Sorry, 9 PM. I should say. I should move one up to 9:30, so I just have to say the one number. Over at as we'll be playing some No Man's Sky, building our city and digging our civilization out of debt. And that's me. Oh, and of course playing as Frenzy the Dwarf in All the Glitters Explodes.
Yes, so you may be able to see me or hear of me tomorrow on Magcat stream if it goes ahead. But no worries if it doesn't. Otherwise, you can find me on Manapot Studios on Mondays, where I GM a Starfinder Adventure Path Fly Free or Die in a stream that we call All the Glitters Explodes, with RetroTed, Krifu Banal, J-Station 64, Crit Commissions, and myself, as I try to herd these individuals along something that resembles a story. Otherwise, you can find me back here on my channel next Tuesday, where I'll be continuing my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity at 6 p.m. And then on Thursday, I'll be probably continuing that on at 8 p.m, although maybe not, depending on what happens with Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries on Magcat stream. Check the Discord for all announcements, because I do always announce that I'm going live. And then next Friday at 9 p.m. GMT, I am playing Alien Isolation. And I've just realised something. Between now and then, I need to do a new overlay and put a new banner in this corner, and maybe change out K-Bot for one of the other K-Bots. That's one of the worst things that I've got to have to do, is sort of like faff around with all of this and make it work.
Can we get a K-Bot with a Xenomorph bursting out of the chest?
Maybe, I don't know. As I get all my K-Bots by the same artist, and I don't know what their schedule is like, and also I pay for the K-Bots, so
yeah, that's very true.
Getting another one for the sake of a stream that might not work out. Not entirely sure if that's good financial planning, but we'll see how I feel. And how Crit Commissions, if they've got scope to do it.
Yeah.
Because you never know, they might not have scope to do it, and I'm not going to be changing it halfway through Alien Isolation. If we start with this one, then we end with this one. But yeah, so I was kind of burning time to find out.
So Alt Control just went live.
Yeah, I was just about to say Alt Control Scream has gone live, so we are going to raid them as they play some Far Cry 6.
Oh, Far Cry, very nice.
So yes, how do I do this? Yeah, I push the buttons. Alt Control Scream. Alright, I do hope that you all join me for the raid, and I hope to see you next time. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Bye!
Doodles.
Bye!